Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be using Thor on Bird through floors 1 to 4. This team we're going to be using. So of course we have Thor, we have Trey and Melly, we have Magelda, and then we have Valentine's Day Diane. You can change out Valentine's Day Diane for normal Diane. And you can change out Melly for Red Freya if you have him as well. Gear sets, we have Attack Rate Thor, we have Attack Rate Melly, we have HP Defense Queen Diane, and then we have HP Defense Magelda. That is for the 4th floor. I would recommend Attack Defense. If you're only doing floors 1 to 3, Attack Defense Magelda will do completely fine. But I'm doing a HP Defense mainly for the 4th floor. So I don't get immediately murdered by, the floor. But anyway, let's get on with it. For card set, also we're running the wrong card set. Nice. We are running the increased basic stats by 10%. Just because everyone gets the basic stats, no gimmick to it, and yeah, who would say no to 10% basic stats? Let's get on with it. On to the first floor. With the release of the new floor 4 of Bird, they've nerfed every single floor of Bird. Heavily nerfed every single floor. So these floors are like stupidly easy now. First floor is extremely easy. We do this, we do this, we do this, and I'll waste this as well. Just wasting skills, basically. Of course, we have Melly, so Melly's relic is going to proc quite a bit. I do have everyone's relic that has a relic on this team, which is Magelda, Melly, and Diane. Magelda's is basically needed. Melly's is nice to have, but I wouldn't say is needed, and Queen Diane's is also very nice to have, but I wouldn't say is very needed. For floor 4, all the relics is basically required, because it is a horrible, horrible, horrible floor. And this phase doesn't have damage cap, so we can just one-shot with Melly. Just getting everyone's buffs up first. And now Melly. There we go. Big damage. I do want to get her passive, like, maxed. How much HP has this thing got? Enough to trigger the passive or no? No, not enough. Okay. On a Diane stance, we'll do this, we'll do this. And then I'll play Melly's AoE as well. I'll play this only for the basic stat boost. Sorry, for the damage increase. There's the 50% damage cap now. And Melly does another 50% damage cap. I'm pretty sure also this phase also has another 50% damage cap. Okay, we've got a lot of Thor skills now, which is kind of nice. I'm hoping she can deal damage to it. She only has one buff, but our team has quite a few buffs. Okay, that's not bad. She got her Thunder God now. That's good. Let's see. What's her damage capped at? I think the damage cap is maybe the same still. No, it isn't. That's 261. I'm pretty sure it's half health again. But of course, Thor's not going to be doing the most without her buffs, and especially against that phase. That's normally the worst phase of Bird. Anyway, on to floor 2 now. Okay, here we go. On to floor 2. Floor 2 once again has the 50% damage cap thing, but the second phase still has revive. That's the only real thing. I'm pretty sure it also shares the same gimmick, so you may want to have a taunt just in case. But we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Apart from this, I'm actually going to use the melee single target first, and then we do this. We should be fine. Gela does okay damage. Start getting some buffs up with Melly. This should do a nice chunk. Cool, and then melee AoE should hopefully kill. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we got the debuff every single time, which is kind of irritating, but we can just battle with it. We'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this, and then we'll do this. This will kill. I'm 99.9% sure this will kill. There we go. And now we trigger the revive with this one. This should also kill as well, because we have Thunder God now. There we go. Her death damage is absurd. Okay, so I think this also has a 50% cap, but I'm going to do this just to sort of guarantee the kill. There's a cap 50%? Yeah, cap's 50%. So this will do 75%. And then she kills. Yeah, as you can see, like, I've not even been hit once. It's absurd. Like, Diane, so this Diane, basically her passage, every time your allies get hit, she gets like she gives your entire team like a 3% basic stat boost per ally up to, I think, 30%, so you can get 30% basic stat boost. I'm not even getting that far. And then we just nuke it here. Floor 3, we're probably going to hit a little bit. There goes damage cap, and then Thor just nukes it. Doesn't do damage cap, but then kills with the secondary hit. There we go. Super, super, super easy. Now on to floor 3. Okay, this is going to be a really quick video. And now we're on to floor 3, which used to be the highest floor, now it's floor 4. And to be honest with you, I don't like floor 4. Mainly because the 4th stage, it's so RNG based, and the 3rd stage. 3rd stage is super RNG based, and because of that phase, it makes floor 4 even harder because you can't save skills, basically. We actually are going to Dian stance here because we can't deal too much damage turn 1. Should have saved Meli's AoE now I think about it. I'm going to need that to cleanse, but I should be fine. Should get a little bit more. We might actually be able to use Dian's passive now, get her basic stats. Good damage. Not the best, but it's okay for an old character. Okay, we'll double cleanse, that's better. So we're getting debuffed here. Wait, what passive did we get? Oh! I forgot. Because Bird got another floor, they changed how the passives work. The passives get deleted after every floor, which is kind of weird. I thought that only happened when you reach floor 4. I thought that's when it just stopped giving you new passives, which I thought was understandable because floor 4 is horrible. But I guess it's for every floor. It's okay then. It makes it even easier. And they've also given out Magelda for free, which, once again, makes this even easier. Means a new player could probably do like, if you're a new player, you can probably do floors like 1 and 2 with ease. Especially if you have like Queen Dian. Not even Valentine's Day variant, just normal Queen Dian. I'm going to still here a little bit. Mainly for the fact I want more Thor cards for the next phase. Dian's like taking like basically no damage. Some more damage reduction with Melee, which is going to screw me over even more, because I might actually start patiencing things now. Miguel's actually doing good damage for HP defense, non-UARD, and she's got basically no outfits. Okay, we're taking a little bit of damage, which is quite nice, and a debuff as well. Yeah, doing like no damage. And removing cards with Dian's really good, because I don't want half these skills. Extra Thor skill is quite nice. I'm going to do this. Once again, I'm literally just stalling, because I want to get more Thor skills. But the buffs never hurt. Especially with Thor's passive. Thor's passive, whenever you got buffs or debuffs on your team, she gets more damage increase up to 40%. I think it's 4% up to 40%. And this is why I wanted the insane hand of just Thor skills. There we go, we just tank this. Yeah, it's fine. Deleting more skills is actually good for me. Like I said, maybe another Thor skill, but I thought maybe that's just asking for too much. Slowly start pushing for her roll. There we go, good damage. Now what I will do is this. I'll play another one just in case, I'll play the melee single target, just get rid of it, and for melee's ult. 300k, so now she gets the lightning buff, which might even wipe. Nearly, and then she kills. 316k cap. Not bad, I think that's about 33%. Okay, we got the one where if it gets below X amount, it full heals. What's your damage cap, my friend? 30 doesn't even say. Wow, how nice of them. But anyway, I am 5'6". I'm 100% hitting damage cap, whatever it is. 35%, okay. That's now going to full heal it. It's fine. We can do a nice chunk of damage here. Well, actually, I think we can even kill it. We can kill it, okay. There we go. We triggered the full heal. We took it down to the full heal. It full healed, and we killed it with the same turn. That's the power of Thor. Thor is a very broken character. And of course, now on to the final floor, which is the most painful floor in existence. Okay, and now we are on to the actual bird itself. This took me several attempts. I've only beaten bird about 4 times in total. And this was the 4th time here. So there's no audio, that's because I was doing other things at the time, so... But, let's get on to what the first phase gimmick is. So the first phase gimmick is basically every other turn he is gonna disable, not disable, he's gonna do an AoE which is gonna give you a disable and I think an attack lower or a bleed, and you have to remove the the disable, if not he'll just wipe you. And the way you do that is, what I normally do is I will use my I'll use my Dian stance, my Dian single target, my Magelda single target, and then my Thor crit chance skill. Sometimes I have Melee's AoE, which you do need Melee's relic, unfortunately. You also need Magelda's relic. And I, of course, keep Magelda's cleanse as well. Thor doesn't do too much damage on this first phase, like without buff. She's okay. If you do have a 2/6, you will definitely feel the advantage of it. My Thor is 5/6. I got very, very lucky on one rotation, like a stupid amount of luck. Magelda's 6/6, Diane's 1/6, and then Melly is 6/6 as well. Diane's gonna be your main tank. You also want to see if possible you want to save level 2s. You want to save as many level 2s as humanly possible. As you can see here, I just start moving Thor. Thor's ultimate, even at 1/6, the difference between 1/6 and 6/6. The difference is that you get, of course, the buff. You get the buff at 2/6 and above, which is sort of what you want every time you play the ultimate. That's only really why you would want 2/6. The damage between my friend's 1/6 and my 5/6 isn't much. It's like 1 million, 2 million on max, which isn't too much. Bear in mind, it's a brand new festival. Here we got disabled, and what you do is you play Melly's AoE first. You play the Magelda cleanse, so you get the most out of it. And then I think I played the Thor. The other Thor, yeah, I still played the Thor crit chance skill, because I need to save level 2 skills for the next phase. It doesn't matter what level 2 skills they are, they just have to be level 2 skills. They could be Diane stances, Magelda cleanses, doesn't matter, as long as they're level 2. Damage is quite good. So we've got a merger for level 2, we've got 2 level 2 mergers, which is quite nice. And we've got the melee card in the middle. As you can see here, I'm sort of like, oh my god, I got 2 level 2s. Because this is just me going crazy at this point. I've done this for so long. Just me going crazy. And basically I just try and use all my skills I just don't need. This probably kills it. I'm pretty sure Thor may even kill it. The thing is, this demonic beast was made for you to have Thor. What I mean by that is the damage caps are 20% and 25%, which is stupid. And now we're on to phase 2. Phase 2 is quite easy. Basically the gimmick is you play 3 level 2 skills on the second turn, so basically every other turn, and you get a shield. When your characters have that shield, they can deal damage. If they don't have a shield, they will struggle to deal damage. That's unfortunately what the gimmick is. Unless it's Thor, then she still is quite hard. Magelda, not so much. But then now this turn is where you need to play the level 2 skills, because it's going to use a skill that will basically, I think it disables everything in your hand but cleanses, which is not really what you want, because it is quite a hassle, and you don't get the damage increase. What it is, it's that first skill there, which is the one you want to evade. You see, I used the Thor skills. I decided, no. I'm pretty sure I reset again because I want to make sure I've got a good Thor skill for next phase. Sorry, not for next phase, for next turn. I just think screw, I'll move for a ult. Once again, make sure your entire team is as much HP as humanly possible. Of course, having Magelda HP defense will actually lower the amount of healing you get from Magelda, because Magelda's healing, or just healing in general, is normally based off your character's attack. She is, of course, getting 10% basic stats from the card set. She's getting 30% basic stats from Diane. She's getting the boost from her own passive, but still, it's not going to be too much. As everyone on my team has a shield, now this is where everyone on my team can start dealing damage. So, I'm going to talk about the third phase gimmick now before we reach the third phase. Just so, whilst you're doing phase 2, you can save these cards. Amplify cards. Any Amplify skill. Melee or Magelda's, and Thor skills. Preferably you want Thor skills, but Amplify skills also work as well. And no other skill will work, basically, for next phase. For the gimmick. Which is, it has a stupid amount of immortality buffs. The only way to remove them is by using an Amplify or a Thor skill. Using an Amplify skill will give it a 30% damage increase buff up to 3 times, giving it a 9% damage increase. Using a Thor skill will remove all of those buffs. All of those damage increase buffs. I think I show it here. The thing is, you need to play so many of them. That's the problem. And you've only really got about 3 turns. You've got 4 turns to do this. Every turn, he has the same mechanic as Floor 3, Phase 3, where he would just disable one type of skill. So first, it's stances, second, it's debuffs, third, it's buffs, and fourth, it's attack skills. If it gets to 4, you've lost, because that debuff is permanent. And also, the only way you'd actually be able to deal damage, remove your immortality stack would actually be with a Thor ultimate. So here, first it's stances. I always thought it was stances, debuffs, buffs, recovery skills, and then attack skills, then ultimates, but no. Unless they've changed it for this one. They have actually changed Bird quite a bit. Floors 1 to 3 are very easy now. The damage caps on them, instead of being like 33%, 35%, 30%, and now for like 50%. Which I guess it makes it easier to farm if you want, of course, get to this quicker. But in my opinion, it's kind of stupid. I wouldn't even recommend farming this unless you really, really want to. Like, you really want to get those relic upgrade materials. I've done it like 4 times, and I got insanely lucky, and I can upgrade 1 relic. Yes, I got really lucky. I got 3 on one run, 3 on another, and then 4 on this run, which is my most recent one. As you can see here, I've got really lucky, and in 2 turns, I can go to the next phase. I'm sort of thinking, I want that Thor. This Thor skill here is the best Thor skill to have, because it's the 2 times crit damage one. A crit chance one on this phase may not hit crit damage cap because of a stupid gimmick, where it's like, it gets a stupid amount of HP related stats, to a point where, you know, 1,000,000 damage is nothing. 1,000,000 damage to this thing's HP is about half its health. But when it gets the buff, yeah, it's about 10%. It's stupid. It's absurd. But I think here I sort of think what I got to do. I'm like, okay, I want Thor's ult so I can trigger the revive. The revive is the best passive, by the way. If you get the other one, it's like, oh, if you get it below 20%, I think it's 20%, it like full heals, and its damage cap's 25%. So you have to get it sort of in that range to make sure you don't trigger the full heal, because the full heal also gives it stats as well. Of course, if you are running Freya instead of melee, which you can do, I wouldn't recommend it, because you don't get all the damage reduction, which is sort of what you want. Also, I push Melee's ult here for the reason that he's going to play a buff next skill, which is the normal like bird buff, where it's like the basic stats and the evade. And he plays it every 2 turns. So now I'm sort of on a 2-turn timer. I have to trigger revive next turn and then kill the turn after. So I'm sort of praying right now for lots of Thor skills. I'm looking at my hand, like, I've got lots of Thor skills. Problem is, those 2 are going to merge, which I was sort of scared about, because I was like, if they merge, I don't get anything good. It's kind of bad. Also, I can't get Thor's ult. And also, let's talk about the biggest gimmick of this floor. These debuffs. Not only is it 10% damage, increased damage taken when they stack up to 7, which they can stack up to 7, you take 500,000 damage, which is enough to basically kill anyone on this field. Yeah, it's that stupid. It's horrible. I don't know who decided to make a gimmick like that. It's stupid. Big damage. This is the HP buff. The bit where like the damage just doesn't really make sense. There we go. Got past it. We trigger the full heal. It kills, and we get the death damage on the full heal, which then triggers HP, which then it heals a little bit more. It also has a lifesteal skill, which I think is kind of stupid, because if you, for example, get it to the attack, that ultimate, I'll try lifesteal. If you get it to the attack-related stat boost bit, and it uses the lifesteal ult, it can actually get it to the HP boost bit, and then it will start boosting its HP stupid amounts. I got it to once to like 20-ish%, and it got to nearly 70%. It was like 60-70% is what it got to. And then here, I got really lucky and got 1,000,000 Thor skills, and then we just wiped it. But it's not, if you get a good run, it's not too long of a run. But if you get really, really unlucky, like you don't pull any Thor cards, you don't pull any Amplify skills, you don't pull level 2s. I'm going psycho right now, because this is taking me ages to try and film this video. I spent ages last night trying to do it, and I spent about 3 runs this morning trying to do it as well. But yeah, there we go. Super simple. It's a pain, like, don't get me wrong, it's a massive pain, but if you really want to do it for like the minimal amount of stats you get, then go for it. I personally don't think it's worth it. Maybe you do, I don't. My guess is it'll probably get nerfed, or at least the final bit will get nerfed, because currently it's not something, it's more of a burden on players now. It's a grind, you don't get me wrong, you know, it's a gacha game, it's meant to have a little bit of grind into it, but it feels like a whole separate dominance. I would actually prefer to farm Rat than I would to farm this, because at least with Rat, it's less torture than this. This is super RNG based. You don't pull 1 character skills, you lose. Technically, Rat's the same, but I feel like there's a little bit more leniency with Rat than in comparison to this. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.